Alright, what is up? So it's the end of week 1 of the new training block. Yeah, some highs and some lows for the week personally. The hardest part was actually today's session. So I did, so it was an upper body session, dumbbell, few warm-up exercises and then monster dumbbell, and then there's meant to be incline bench and some arms. And yeah, my left elbow is just like not having it today, and through there, just quite a bit of pain. So yeah, I just cut it short because I was like, there's no point in pushing it further to potentially injure myself, or make it worse, I guess, aggravate it worse. I think it's just a reoccurrence of the little bit of pain that I had probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. Oh buddy, stay in your own lane. Sorry, it's a very, well not very, but it is a wet day here in Palmerston North, so what happens when it rains? People drive like idiots. Lots of fun. That's brilliant. But yeah, so some highs and some lows. You know, day 1 was squats, and I didn't post up any video on Instagram of this, but I did a 210 kilo 5 reps box squat, which is pretty good to come back from what I thought was a TFL tear only three-ish weeks ago now. 3 or 4, 3, something like that. So pretty good to come back from that and be able to do that. And it felt pretty easy too, like I felt like I could have done 220 to 230-ish. As you can hear, that is the rain. Just started heavily downpouring, which is always fun. Best thing with weather in Palmerston North and around New Zealand in general is it'll be raining and it'll just random heavy downpours, and then it'll just slowly stop, and then it'll be fine for 5 minutes, and then it'll start again. It's very, I don't know if that's a uniquely New Zealand thing, but it's annoying. And yeah, day 2 was good. Did strict military press, managed 110 for a set of 8, which is pretty good. That was where I kind of wanted to be at with the start of the program, being sets of 8. And the rest of that workout went well as well. And then yesterday's session, which was deadlifts for day 3. It's an interesting session that coach has set forward. So it's 10 sets, 6 reps, 3 second eccentrics, snatch grips. And he said maximum 5 minutes rest. Me being a smart ass and thinking, oh, you know, I'm fit, I can do it faster than that. I did 2 minutes 30 rest for the first 5 sets. And I bumped it up to 3 minutes 30 for the last 5 sets. Well, by the time I got to set 10, I was starting to get cramp essentially in my lower back. My lower back had pumped up to the point where I could barely lift my legs. And yeah, it wasn't very fun. And then the last set, the back cramp got really bad, especially on the 5th rep. So I dropped the weight. I got halfway down on the 5th rep of the last set, and I just dropped the weight. I was like, no, I can't do any more. The cramp was just too painful. I didn't want to push it further than what I had already. Then I had to have a good sit down for about 15 minutes, just to be able to let my back relax. And then all I had to do after that was core. It was 3 sets of 20 to 50 reps on crunches. Basically as many reps as I can do on crunches up to 50. And for the first time ever in any of these training programs, because I've had this in there as an exercise for all the training programs so far, I got 50 reps. So either my core is getting stronger, my endurance is getting better. See, another one of those downpours. Annoying. Or my ability to tolerate pain is getting better. I'm not sure. But yeah, pretty happy with all those workouts. And yeah, the deadlift day 3 workout was actually quite fun because it was just deadlifts and then core, and that was it. I don't know if I've enjoyed that because it was just very easy setup. Like the big thing for me is you do an exercise and then you strip all the weights down, and you go to the next exercise and you put all the weights on, and it's a lot of setup in between each thing to actually get to like top sets. So it's kind of nice just being able to get through the workout very quickly. And then yeah, day 4, which was today's session, just dumbbell went well. I did 1 set of 3 reps at 65, floor to overhead on my left arm, which was the program. 1 set left arm, the rest of the 4 sets on my right arm, and it all went well. But by the end of that, my elbow was starting to get quite sore. I was like, okay, you know, this is annoying. And I think the elbow pain is definitely linked to my biceps, because there's quite a bit of pain if I do any kind of like hammer curl movement. So like when I was doing the dumbbell up to my shoulder, there was a little bit of pain there. And then there's a bit of pain when it's like in a position where everything is pressed together like that. And then when my arm is fully straight and I'm like pushing my tricep, that's painful as well. But everything in between is fine. So I don't actually know 100% what's going on. But it went away last time, so hopefully it'll go away this time over the next couple of days. Probably just the fact that I'm pushing the weights up and pushing myself harder and harder. And to be honest, that's like kind of my fault as well. My nutrition and my sleep have just been really shit recently. Work is becoming more and more stressful because there's more and more work and less staff, so not easy, unfortunately. And I have my fingers crossed that I hear back about a job in another city very, very soon, and hopefully I can take a next step in my career, because you know, this job's getting stressful to the point where I'm, you know, considering just straight up leaving and just going and doing something completely different than what I've been doing for the last 9 years essentially. But yeah, and so because of the stress, my sleep hasn't been great. I've just been kind of having a lot of insomnia. I say insomnia, it's that I get into bed and I lay there and I'm just not tired. I've been tired throughout the entire day while I'm at work, while I'm at the gym, I'm yawning away, and I get into bed, I'm lying there and I'm like, I'm not tired, fuck, okay. I play on my phone for a little bit and then I start getting tired after I played on my phone. So I mean, I think that is insomnia, but you know, not fun. And then yeah, my nutrition's just been poor because, you know, sometimes you're useless. Sometimes we are useless at what we do. I say useless, I'm not useless, but sometimes we let stress get to us in ways that we shouldn't. And yeah, I haven't been keeping up with the nutrition part of everything for the last week or so. Lunches have been good. Like I take a meal with me to work, and it's been chicken and I did chicken and pasta all this week with a mushroom, red onion, and Granny Smith or green apple sauce, which was quite nice. It was very yummy. But then I finished my workout. I go, oh man, I've got nothing to eat. So like last night after my workout, I had curry and chicken pakora, which was very yummy. But yeah, it's been happening a little bit recently, especially on workout days. I finish a workout, I'm like, oh man, like I've got food at home, but I just don't want to go home and like have to cook it essentially. So yeah, just meal prep's important. And I haven't been keeping up with my hydration very well, which coaches said that's you know, and I know it as well. When your joints are more sore, it's normally a nutrition issue, whether that is lack of electrolytes or hydration or inappropriate food or inflammation or whatever. And my hydration's just been horrible. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 packs of electrolytes. They're like little, each individual pack is I think good for 600 mils. So I just put 2 of them into a litre and that works perfectly for me. So yeah, highs and lows for this week, but that's what it is. I'm pretty happy with the overall week considering things were moving well. I just couldn't do the incline bench, which was meant to be 5 sets of 5, 132. My elbow had just packed it in and was having enough, so I was like, oh, no, I'll just finish up there and go home. Which I'm home now, and I've got slow cooked chicken soup essentially. It's just chicken breast and slow cooked with a bunch of spices and chicken stock and beans. So I'll be having that for dinner with some rice probably, because I need to make sure I'm eating right. But yeah, that's me. That's the end of my week. Get on top of this nutrition because I'm meant to be on a cut and I'm meant to be losing weight, and this week I've gained 2 kilos. it'll be 2 kilos of water weight because you don't gain weight that fast, but just, I need to get on top of things there. I am feeling a lot stronger though, like incredibly a lot stronger. 110 for 8 on the old military press is getting up there. It's 110 kilos, which is 242 pounds. I feel like I'll be, strict pressing on a log probably. I could probably clean a strict press log like 145 kilos at the moment. And that's getting up there for me. That's not far off of the best I've ever done, I think. So yeah. Happy with the overall week, even though there was a few mistakes, a few issues. Hopefully at the end of next week, maybe I can talk to you guys about the fact that maybe I've got an interview for this job that I've applied for, because that would be cool. I'd be into something different. Should be nice. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next time.
All right, and we are underway. So I was very happy with this. I managed to work up to 210 kilos for the set on these box squats. Last time I did box squats, I managed to get up to 200 on the final week. So I'm starting out the first week with 210. Warm-ups were a bit slow, I would say, in this session. So that little bit of TFL pain still. And once the warm-ups were done, it started moving quite well. I was pretty happy with this. I'm not a great box squatter in general. I would much rather just normal squat, high bar, but it's working for me because it's a little bit less painful than just doing a general squat, and it's giving me an idea of where to squat to at the moment, just to not cause an over amount of pain. And then straight into the superset. So the old hammy curls. I would prefer to use a lying leg curl, but someone else is on it, so just get on the old seated. I do find the seated a lot easier for the rep ranges and just being able to do more weight as well. So yeah, pretty comfortable. I probably should have increased the weight, I think, but I was just trying to get through the sets and the reps. And this was cool. This was something new. So split stance deadlift, essentially. Really felt this. So the goal here was to kind of mimic the death marches I've been doing. So working on that kind of exterior glute area, so the glute med and like piriformis, and also just working the hamstrings and lower back a bit more as well. I quite enjoyed this. Moving 100 kilos pretty comfortably. It's a bit of an awkward movement to get started, but once it's in, it's easy. So I was pretty happy with this. For the first time ever trying this. And then, so this block with I'm doing the one-handed suitcase carriers again, just for the old core work. And I've decided this block I'm going to do a beltless to see where I can get to with my core strength. So I think this is 80 kilos. So I'm pretty happy with that just to start with. And I'm having to do 20 meters total. So I'm doing 10 meters drop, 10 meters drop. I think that's 80 kilos. 70 kilos. 70 kilos. Got a 30 kilos per thing. So 72 kilos. So pretty happy with that for a start. On to day 2. So this was a really good pressing session for me. So it was 3 sets of 8, working my way up. So this was the first set, which was 95 kilos. My end goal was to end on 210. So I went 95, 102, 110. So this is the 102. Moved pretty comfy, and I put it up on my Instagram story, and coach was like, that was, piss easy. That was very easy. So I knew that 110 was going to be round about right. And this is the 110. It did feel very comfortable. It's meant to be like a 9 RPE. I don't think it was. I probably had maybe 2 or 3 more reps there. So I probably need to go a little bit, push myself a little bit harder, because this is the last rep. Just the triceps are starting to fatigue with the high rep ranges. And then still doing lat pull downs, but I'm not doing behind the neck anymore, just doing to the chest. And I'm a lot stronger at these now than I was with previous blocks before I started doing the behind the neck. So it's quite nice. This is 115 kilos. Pretty comfy. And then I decided to chuck straps on and see if I can do the stack for the set. And I couldn't get all the reps done. I don't want to, I'm swinging my body a reasonable amount. I didn't want to swing too much. But yeah. I'm trying to get as many reps as I can, but yeah, just kind of thing. And then onto the single arm presses. So I've dropped it down to 3 reps now. basically I'm trying to see if I can max out the dumbbells in the gym. So this is a 55. There's only one more dumbbell that is heavier than this in the gym, which is a 60, which is a fairly big jump. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that until close to the end of the block. I mucked up that first rep, but 55 moving pretty comfortably for sets of 3. Happy with that. And then on to shoulder pump and arms as well. So doing lateral raises and then face pulls on the cable. So just on the other side of the gym doing these because it's a bit more comfortable. Yeah, get that pump. Get those big muscles. Muscles are important. And yeah, skull crushers. So trying to go as heavy as I can on these. Elbow has been playing up the last week or so. So just trying to get through it. Left elbow's a bit sore. Weird positions it's sore on too. Like I think I said it in the car video as well. It's sore when it's really bent and when it's fully extended. And then when I'm doing like bicep curly movements like this, I can feel it. And this is the session of death. It was a nice session, but yeah, 10 sets of 6 reps, 3-second eccentrics on snatch grips. And I tried to be a smart ass and do 2.5 minutes per rest per set, whereas coach said just 5 minutes or less. And I got to the last set and I actually failed the last set because my back was just cramping up from the work. But it was a nice workout because it was easy setup. It was just set up, deadlift, do it. And I also did core on that workout as well, and I hit a core PB, 50 crunches in a row. So this is the last session. So monster dumbbell. So I was meant to do 3 reps at 65 on the left hand, just 1 set, and then 4 sets of 3 reps on the right hand. Yeah, left elbow was just playing up and it was real sore on this workout. So I was just trying to get the 1 set done. Which, yeah, was a bit disappointing because it means I couldn't actually get the rest of my workout done. I didn't end up doing the incline bench because my elbow was just too sore. And you're actually going to get to listen to my partner narrate the next one.
Now it's going to be 3 reps of 65. I'm an excellent narrator. Go for it. It's less than me, people. He can lift me with 1 arm. Let's see if he can lift someone who is smaller than me up. Oh, he can. Damn, looks like he's gonna die. Look at that face. He looks like a snack. Oh yeah, there he goes again. He's doing it again. Look how cute he is. Look how cute. I am disconcentrating him. Yes, I am. Oh, and there how goes up. 65, people. 65. Whee! There you go. Oh, yeah. My narration is not gonna go to the final cut, probably.
And here's my lovely partner just doing some deadlifts. I'm teaching her how to do the powerlift and strength movements so she can follow some programs that I've written for her. It's always good to have her in the gym because she's a lot of fun.